You don't have to wait until the very end of the project to start weaving in. You can get some satisfaction and have a little break from the knitting by starting early. This is the column where I'm beginning and ending my rounds, and you can see that the stitches here are a bit loose, and I'm about to fix that up by weaving in some ends. I've been leaving tails that are about 4 or 5 inches long. That is not too long that I'll run out of yarn before the project is over, but long enough so I can use the tapestry needle in the normal way. Now here you can see there's kind of a hole between the main color and the bright dark orange. If I weave the orange in to the left and the main color into the right, that will close up the hole. So that's what I'll do. Thread onto my tapestry needle, and I am going to look for stitches, the purl bumps of the stitches I've been making. And I like to just zigzag, go in one direction, so up, and then the other direction, so down. I do this for 5 or 6 stitches. This is nice kind of sticky yarn, so I think it'll behave well. And all right, I really want to get into that stitch. There we go. Okay, that's good. And you should leave yourself a bit of a tail here on the back side of the work. That way it will be too floppy to poke through. And do the orange. I go into the backs of stitches that are the same color as the yarn I'm weaving in, so that there won't be a little peak of this color in among a different color on the right side. There we go. One more. And another little tail. Something to watch out for. Here in this, the lighter and the darker shades of blue, I was doing a little different color work pattern where I created fairly lengthy floats. You don't want to, you can go behind these floats, but you need to look for actual stitches, the purl sides of stitches to weave into, because the float is not tight enough to hold your yarn. So for instance, with this lighter shade of blue, I can see I should go to the left, and here is a purl bump of a stitch. It's not a float, that's the float. Here's the purl bump of a stitch, so I'll go into that. Here's another one. Perhaps I will go under this float to go up a little bit, but now I'm looking behind the float and I can see another purl bump of a stitch, so I'll go into that. And here's one a little higher up. I could perhaps go under this float. No, I don't think I will, because there, here's one hiding underneath. Go there. I decided not to go up under this float higher up because I was getting into a different color. So here I wove this lighter blue into the stitches that were the same color, but I avoided trying to get the floats to hold the strand of yarn. And now we can see that this is looking quite a bit neater on this side. I've done this and a little bit of this, not even both of those colors. I haven't gotten to this paler orange yet, and you can see that's where things are starting to look loose. So your hat will look perfectly finished once you get all of those woven in. It can be kind of satisfying.